I just was thinking to share with you actually my diet. Like, it's like a my thing. When you go over my videos, you see that I'm talking about many times about food, diets. I don't want just to be. For many of you who knows me, you know, like I went through many diets, whether it was keto. I even tried a bit of carnivore, but I wouldn't count it as a shot because week is nothing. I couldn't. I would do more, but I didn't. I couldn't make it honestly because I didn't know what to eat. And steak is just expensive, so I didn't eat the steaks. Still, even if I can have a ribeye, I don't think I would make it and eat all the time just ribeye. And now I'm like not feeling. From May this year, I eat like everything. It's like 9 months. Nah, wait, no, it's 5 months. I would say 4 or 5 months. I'm like eating anything. Sometimes I got crazy, like a few months ago, with food. And sometimes like not much. But I eat bakery. I eat food. I try to always focus like on having more protein than some fat and carbs, like small portion. Not always it works like that because I eat sweets and cake and chocolate sometimes and gingerbread, marzipan. And I lately think that I'm gaining like not much because of I do like high intensity training once a week at least, or sprinting, or sometimes twice a week. I work out every second day, so it's like it's not really gaining crazy, I think. Plus I don't do really intermittent fasting, but still I eat like 5 last meal, and I don't know, 6-7 o'clock I have not even a meal. I just have like a few slices of ham or salami, and then I have a lunch like 11. But lately the six-pack dream, like trying to have it and think. I don't know if you watched me last year, but last year I was at a food deficit. 16 weeks at least. I think it was my first time doing such a thing. I did not make it well. It was not really great. I was like in so big deficit, I guess, whatever. I was working out every day, and now I have like 72 to 73 kg I have. And I had last year 63 maybe. 63 kg, and still I had here like the down like part, the belly fat. I still had it there. I never forget. Like a little, but still you had it there, yeah. So there was still like, and not like that. Not like that. No, there was like big chunk still, yeah. The downer part of a belly. It's a midsection. But all over the shoulders, hands, my face, people thought I have a cancer or I'm sick at work. They asked me like, what is it? And I've been also tired, of course. I was in deficit every day. I really went after it there, but I had veins here also a little bit. My legs were, but I was 63 kg, guys. This is crazy. So then we went on holiday, like vacation time, and I ate anything, and I enjoyed, and here I am back after 1.5 years almost, having 10 kilo more. I feel like my weight is around 70. I always said like after the deficit that I would like to have like a 70 kg, but I can imagine having like 70 muscles and having like 10% fat, or a little bit under, maybe 10, yeah. But that's something. That's a task like crazy. But not really like the 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 wanting thing is not that big in me. Otherwise, I wouldn't just finish here bakery for dinner and having like sweet stuff like every day I have. Yeah. So I want it, but not as much. So I that's now, but before I dropped it because I watched like Mike Israel, and he was like, if you do 16 weeks, if you do 16 weeks like deficit, you gotta do like, you gotta then to transfer like and stay on that, you gotta do like 16 weeks eating, no surplus, no deficit, like eating your daily calorie income what you should have, yeah. And I just didn't make it, guys. I had, after the 6 weeks, I have like enough of like these diets, yeah. So I just ate, I wouldn't say crazy the first few weeks, but I just ate like, I was full. You know what? I always dream of something like not being strict. My life, I'm 30 years old, 38, and I always went through some diet because I always was curious. I wanted to do it. But what I found bad in it, it was always the restriction. I wanted to live more freely. It's something like in gym. Yeah. It's like you go to the gym and you have your training plan. I guess most of you having it. I had it too. I sometimes make like partial like a thing, but I still like to come and like what I want to do. And okay, last time I was doing this and this, so what if I do this now? Yeah, I was doing, let's say, chest, triceps, and like, okay, let's do the back and biceps, and let's see, like, first I always warm up with cardio, and let's see how it feels when I bring that thought up. Yeah, so if it feels right, I do it. If it's like, no, I want to do legs or I want to do sprinting, then what feels better, and I go for it. And I like this, and I always wanted to have the same thing with a food, but with the knowledge that I just don't want to have like a crunchy bakery baguette with butter and salt on the top and that's it, yeah. So I need protein, yeah, to build the muscle, and some good fat, like to feel satiated. And yeah, I also like the carbs, so the carbs should go as very small part. Not always I can make it, but yes, I have it like that. And I just want to say that I don't think I have now, and I had before, like so much muscle. I told you, 63 kg. I was so, and still having here. And this so discouraged me that time that the Mark Israel I was watching, he's like, and he's right, yeah. You should do like 16 weeks, like a having your normal, like eating your like level of like what you should the forgive me the language, I don't understand, I don't know what is that, like your daily calorie income, and then maybe you should have a break. Or wait, no, I'm saying it wrong, like 16 weeks this, and then 16 weeks the normal, you should have a normal like calorie intake, and then you could do surplus, no, if you want to gain, again deficit, yeah. And I was like, what? Like work, so much work, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. Like I don't go through this like again, yeah. So then I did some, you have like a calculator, this BMI or whatever it is, and you measure waist and all that stuff, age, and it shows, it told me that in order to be not shredded, but like I don't know how many, 5% fat or 3%, like ripped kinda, I would have to have with my weight, like scale, like height, I found like 57 kg. And when I saw this, I was like, what? 57 kg. So, and then I was like, of course, you don't have to trust it. So I try to feel it and look at mine in the mirror. It's like 63 kg the way I look, and I'm like, yes. I don't know 57, but definitely under 60. I would have to have. And I just was so tired of it. And then I flip into normal diets and I ate anything, and then I started keto, which was one of the best things like to do if you want to lose weight, like temporarily thing. Keto is really good. It's really cool, but you gotta really check the like real people. Like I mean, real people means like who really know how it's done. Yeah. You should not buy processed food because there is written a keto on it. Yeah. You should really do the diet. So Dr. Berg was the guy I was following, with the keto. I also was following MD or MD carnivore or carnivore MD, the guy, he's living in Costa Rica, but he does carnivore with milk, honey, fruits. But still, I was listening to that guy too. And then another doctor is there. I don't remember his name. Wow, it's like he doesn't have a hair, but he's so cool, bald guy. And he actually was the one who I start following, and he brought me that idea. He brought me up to that idea to try that. So, and it was amazing, but I never came back to it. And after the keto, I was like low carb and keto slowly, like because it's just out of curiosity. Then I bought these pH papers, yeah, start peeing on them, and I was like, wow, I'm in ketosis, wow, so cool. And then I ate like 20 max carbs every day, 20. And then suddenly I was peeing on that paper, which says like if you are on ketosis, and I was not, yeah, didn't understand that really, like because yeah, whatever, yeah. Then I went so much down with the carbs that I started trying to. I tried carnivore. I was like, I tried carnivore for a week, guys. I didn't even make it for a week. I was just I don't know what to eat. Like I was stuffed with minced meat. Yeah, the same keto, by the way. In order to be in keto, I'm cook. Yeah, and I work in such an environment. It's not a restaurant. It's like a big hospital, and it's like you have there your meal. You also eat the meal there because you're paying for it, whether you like it or not. We have to pay certain part of it, and then there's all us going on and eating, and I just don't try to feel and look like I'm some extra guy who is bringing his own food. Like I didn't like that. Plus it was cold anyway. My minced meat. I was carrying minced meat with a lot of fat inside, and wow, I remember eating it cold in my dressing room because I was also doing like intermittent fasting. So yeah, but I was not doing it because of six packs. I was doing out of curiosity, and I was eating until I was full. And I tell you guys, comparing to this and the deficit, the keto is just amazing because I was constantly full. Yeah? And the craving I had for sweets, I didn't really have it, but it's the drive also. It's like you have a drive to really do it. You don't eat sweets. But then I have, after I don't know how long I did it, 2 months, 3 months, I did it sometime longer, I think. And I had like just the memory of sweet stuff, like it was more like a habit than crave. But I was constantly full. Yeah, I was not really in hunger. I had like a calm energy. I think low carb diet doesn't have to be keto. I think low carb diet, it's very, very, very good, very good. The problem what I see in it is the food. Like, many people will tell me, oh, there is so much food you can eat. It's a steaks. Everybody steaks. Like, hey, you know, it is expensive. And if you want a grass fed or like a organic bigger steak, it's this thing costs like $15, just one piece, yeah, which has 300 grams maybe. Yeah. That's insane, yeah. Plus, where is all the butter? Where is whatever you want to put there? I don't know. Like, that's just one steak, so you're not gonna eat only that at that day. Yeah, so it's not that easy. Plus, even if I would do it, let's say I wanted to do it a few months ago, and actually I am like, if I would really try to like really grind it down, like I'm really gonna do it. I could, but I would end up again. I have to eat at work, so I have to bring something to work if I'm at work until 3 o'clock, and there's like the food what is there. It's not keto. It's, even if I just take the meat, then where is the fat? It's just like not so fatty meats. Sometimes, most of the time. Plus, as a cook, you have to taste certain stuff. So sometimes I would still have to cook like a tried sugar. But you can say, hell, no, when, what? Just a little bit. But when I started diet, I was always like a guy who has to be precise. So I didn't like that I have to taste something. So I tell you what I did a few months. I was not tasting anything. I was always asking friend of mine or something, or I was cooking and I was like, hey, can you? And yeah, of course, then it many times happened. Then when the head chef was trying my food, it was like I had to add something. And I also don't like that. It's my work. I need to be professional. I need to work well to be a good colleague of others, and this just doesn't work for me. So what I try to say, if I would be at least half rich like Casey Neistat out of YouTube, I can imagine living at home, doing videos and doing carnivore or keto, like, and making my meals and really, doing the life like as I wanted it. But I cannot. Plus we have to pay the food at work, so it's like it was always like, also I was feeling a bit guilty because I cannot choose. Yeah, we pay, it's a little money, but still, because partly paying company, but still it's like we as a cook you have to pay, and I never ate that time, and it's just always like food thrown away, and I brought my own food, which I just cannot do it. So for me, what makes sense to eat there and try to do like low carb, up to 100 carbs maybe, and not eating sweets and like a junk and processed food at all, but just rice, potatoes, pasta, organic if it's like, good, and even bread and bakery, all of this is, I think that's good. It's just not much of it. More meat, fatty stuff. Yeah, this was also the keto. If you start keto, it's just not that you come back from work and you just take a few slices of bread and put a ham on it and eat it, and then you eat just one tomato with it, and the second day you have the same thing, it's just with cheese. Yeah, keto is like, it's also work, guys. If people are not used to preparing like a warm meal, like, and swapping, yeah, you just eat chickens, like nobody really recommend you chicken. The people at pork, they don't really also recommend you much pork. Everybody's like wow about cow, but who wants to eat cow all the time? Yeah, I need a variety of food, yeah, and I grew up on that. Yeah? So no, I do that still. I try, but yes, I do tortillas. I make my minced meat like taco style thing, or I like little with tomato sauce, and then reduce it, the stick, and then I put like whatever you can put there, like jerkins or whatever in it, and cheese, and then I wrap it up in tortilla and I eat it. Or I made myself burger, just two little buns, and like 400 grams of meat, like almost like a 1 pound of meat, burgers, and I had a burgers but with buns. Yeah, so it's like I try to find like my way in it, that it's a beautiful food, I enjoyable, but there is the nutritions you need. Give me your opinion about it, because lately I don't want to have a belly and I don't want to be a fatty, but I feel like I'm gaining. But I tell you something, I feel like I have no drive. It's like when I'm thinking of diet, I'm like, ugh, like fighting the mind. Like sometimes I feel like lately, like, but it happens to me now, like the last two months, 3 months. It's like I'm like tired of, like, if I want to taste sweet, I take piece of something sweet. Yeah, I don't eat very crazy, like crazy sweet. But when you take the whole day carbs, yeah, there is like some amount of carbs. So maybe you could give me some advice or your opinion on what you do. I just would like to know, because I have like weeks thinking of like doing something. Now what I try to do today, I was like, I will eat sweets, something sweet every second day, and every second day nope. If then just one apple. Because now I'm in a moment, or like on the level that where I don't even eat fruits. We have a fruits, but I don't really eat fruits. So, but I try to find like a purpose in it. And I tell you also why, guys, because I feel like diets are cool. Yeah, if you really need to have it, and you have to be, sick, or you going through some real stuff. Because I'm healthy, I don't, but you know what I mean. It's a matter of time. I could also have something. Sometimes I have like weird pain in my toes in the morning. I guess it's the sweets which I leave the night before, whatever it is. I don't know. I'm measuring my blood sugar level, and I have also like a blood pressure thing. Um, I forgot what I wanted to say. Yeah. So, yeah. It's just that it's like I I don't have the drive for it. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like I don't have the drive. Yeah. I don't eat sweets at work. I always skip that. I'm at work. I'm like, I eat something at home because I have something at home, not very nice. And when I come now, I don't want this sweet. I come home and I eat something at home. Yeah. So it's like I have this kind of thing. Yeah, but I don't feel like having the energy of like going every day, like fighting the mind, like eat something sweet, because there is like a moment where you can do it very easily because you have that drive. There is the mic and no, it's gone. I don't eat sweets, and I had that most of the time, multiple times. But lately, I'm like so tired because now I remember what I wanted to say. It's like because I also believe in something. Yeah, you say don't put into the body like crap. Yeah, but I tell you something. Yeah, don't definitely. But don't forget also on the mental thing. What I try to say, guys, whenever I was in diet, whenever whether it was first drive, like first few weeks or month, whatever, then it always came back to me, and I anyway end up to again having a pasta, again eating this. Yeah, yes, you can find a balance if you think, but still you will have like like a struggle. And if you find a balance in it, that's what I want. Yeah. I just think that the mental, psychological part of it, it's like when you have a craving really for something, it should be silent too. It should be silenced. You should also set that thing. Not that you go and you eat like a half a kilo of tiramisu, but there should be a balance, I feel like. And that's what I try to find the last 4 or 5 months. Yeah. Hopefully I will find it before I will grow such a thing here. So, see you tomorrow and let me know down below in the comments what is your thoughts on that. Love you. I want to kind of forget. Laugh a lot. Laugh a lot.